What's up, guys? It's Babs, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're doing a lineup review and recommendations for Forbidden Kingdom 2023. This festival is sure to have heavy bass, and I hope you're ready to rage with me. We're going to go day by day, artist by artist, and give some recommendations. So, let's get started. We're starting on Friday, day one, and let's take it from the top. We've got 12th Planet doing a Lakeside Sunset set. Now, 12th Planet is one of the OG dubstep artists, and it's a bit of a controversial pick to have him on the lineup, given some allegations, but he probably is going to throw down. But that is up to you to support him or not. Next up is AT-Aliens, or Atlians, as some say. They have quickly risen in the scene with a very unique sound, and they certainly bring out a good dubstep set. I highly recommend them. I'm going to be there myself. Next up, Beast Boy. He is a dubstep and future dubstep based artist. I have not personally seen him, but I'm kind of excited to check him out. So see what you think. See if it's a good set or not. Next up is Blank Face, back-to-back Decimate, back-to-back Blood Thinners, or a back three-back, technically, if you want to get there or not. All three of these guys specialize in dubstep and rhythm, so this is going to be a very heavy set. I also love back-to-backs because sometimes they're just super fun to see them all go crazy up there and have a good time. But I personally haven't seen them, so I kind of recommend it. And then we got Boogie T. So y'all better have your blunts ready for a good vibe at this set. He does a combination of chill music and some wonky EDM, and he always has really good vibe and really colorful visuals, so he'll be awesome to check out. I'll probably be there. Chibs, I do recommend Chibs. He is mainly a rhythm DJ. He's up and coming. He's from Australia. Got a lot of people I know really want to see him, so go check him out. Next up is Chimera, back-to-back Veins. Both are dubstep and rhythm DJs who are definitely going to throw it down. I don't have a doubt about that. Both have very similar sounds to Cod Dubs or Al Ross, so if you like those two, go check them out. Then we got next up Cod Dubs, who I literally just mentioned. He might have one of the nastiest sets of this weekend with this 6-deck slice and dice set, but be ready for some heavy rhythm. I have no idea what he's going to have in store. I do know he had a great set at Lost Lands, so I highly recommend you guys go check out this set, especially if you like rhythm. Cyclops, he's an up-and-coming dubstep artist. He has very similar sounds to AT-Aliens, so definitely check him out if you like their music. Who we got going now? Dak Daniels. I always get that confused when I say Jack Daniels, but he's a dubstep artist. He brings a lot of those heavy-hitting rhythm sounds that we're very familiar with and similar to Sudden Death. So if you're into Sudden Death, he's an artist I would highly recommend you go check out. Then we got DJ Diesel, or Diesel. For those of you who don't know, it's Shaquille O'Neal. I love a good Shaquille O'Neal set. When he's performing dubstep for all of us, he's a very fun set, so go check him out, especially when he comes in the mosh pit. Dream Takers, one of the few up-and-coming ones I'm really excited for, as they do dubstep and more on the melodic dubstep side. They have a lot of captivating melodies and vocals that go along with those melodies, so go check them out if you're into melodic dubstep. I'm going there for sure. Drink Your Water, one of the most hot dubstep and rhythm DJs coming up. If you haven't seen him yet, this is your time to go see him live, and you won't regret it. I've heard some great things about him. I know he had a killer set at Lost Lands, but I wasn't able to go. So I actually really highly recommend this artist, even though I haven't personally seen him, but I plan to be at that set myself. Excision is up next. On the list. The King needs no introduction. He's one of the best in the scene, probably one of the best to ever do it. His visuals are unmatched. Go check out Excision. Especially if you haven't. Next up is Flux Pavilion. He's one of the OGs. I actually remember seeing him in Chicago at a festival, and that was one of the best sets I've seen to this day. Highly recommend him for some of his OG sounds. He's got some new stuff too. Next up, we have the Wobble Masters that are at FK this year. It's Ganja White Night. They are a highly anticipated act at this festival, and they bring their unique sound with them. I can't say enough about them. I just saw them recently, so I highly recommend you go see them. And if you can't see them during the day, go see them at night for the after party. Then we got Gentlemen's Club. They're back in action. They took a little hiatus. They are a bass music enthusiast. They are very well known for their blend of many different forms in their set. I have seen them one or two times and had a great time, so I do recommend go seeing Gentlemen's Club. Gigantic Nightmare. It's probably one of the coolest sets on this lineup, in my opinion. I personally have yet to see them, but the two of them together have a really unique sound where they're playing live instruments from Big Gigantic. They have dubstep from Nightmare. I won't be missing this set. I don't see myself missing this set, and I highly recommend you don't either. One of the best of the weekend, I guarantee it. Then we got Goon. I'm really not familiar with him. I know he's up and coming. He's in the dubstep scene, but hey, take a shot, see if you like him. I personally don't know. Ooh, Green Matter. She is an awesome DJ. She does a really good job of combining early 2000s dubstep to an experimental style, something we really don't see much. I'm gonna go check her out. I would recommend go checking her out as well. Next up is Hamro. He is somebody that I'm not super familiar with. I know he's a Canadian DJ known for something called like Slap Chop, which is definitely like a heavier sounding dubstep, kind of like a Marauder, but I'm not super familiar with him. Take a chance, go check it out. We got next up is Infect, one of the OG dubstep people as well. He's also going to bring some heavy rhythm. He's probably one of the most fun sets at Lost Lands. He had some really heavy hitting rhythm, some chops. Everyone was up on stage going crazy. Don't miss that set. That's going to be awesome. Next up's my girl Jessica Alfred. She's one of my favorite female dubstep DJs out there. She's the female Excision, if I do say so. Go support her in her heavy bass music. Go support her. Can't say enough. Next up is Jaki Back to Back Sisto. I probably butchered that. I apologize. I know they do a lot of dubstep and some rhythm. I know what that's kind of, they both specialize in those. They should be a really good back to back, but I'm not familiar with their styles. So you'd be taking a chance there as I would be taking a chance. Then we got Kill the Noise, who is definitely an OG dubstep guy. He is signed to one of my favorite record labels, Ophelia Records. He's been producing dubstep with some really unique sounds for a while, and he's got some crazy collabs that have been out recently with Woolly, Seven Lions, and others on Ophelia. I will be at that set, so don't miss out on that set. Then we got Kumarin, very experimental bass feel when I listen to him, like similar to Smokeland, so it's wonky. I'm not familiar with him too much, but go check him out. Leotrix. I love Leotrix. He is certainly known for bringing high energy, and he's a very good DJ and producer up on the decks. You'll have a fun time in his set. I would recommend going to him. Then we've got Modstep. Modstep. He's got some filthy dubstep, very similar to 12th Planet, Disciple, Virtual Riot. Definitely go check him out. It'd be a good set. Then we got Murata. The name doesn't need any introduction. He's going to bring some heavy hitting, hard hitting bass. So make sure you go check him out. He's going to be a great time. A lot of people I know love him. Mersive's taken the scene by storm. He's got a very similar style to Liquid Stranger, but he's been like going crazy in the experimental bass scene. So go check him out. Then we got Midnight Tyrannosaurus or Midnight T. Who doesn't love a good chop session with him? Certainly brings his own unique sound, and I don't think he needs much of an introduction besides that, but highly recommend him for his OG dubstep and new chops. Movie, she is a top-notch up-and-coming artist I would recommend. She's got some very unique sounds, but I'm not super familiar with her stuff, but I know she's up-and-coming. Muerte, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, hopefully not, but I know he brings a brand new style of dubstep that has kind of caught on quite quick. It's very dark, it's emotional, similar to Sudden Death, but it's also got like a faster pace than Sudden Death, so if you're into that, go check it out. It might be cool to see. Then we got Phase 1. Phase 1, I think is someone who also doesn't need an introduction. He's part of the Disciple label and will have similar sounds to that of 12th Planet, Modstep, Virtual Riot. It's going to be a very great and heavy set, so go check him out. Then we got Point Blank, back-to-back, Subfiltronics. They both are heavy rhythm sounds, so if you like rhythm, go check them out. They're very similar to OG Nixon. I truthfully haven't seen either of them, but heavy rhythm if you like that. Sonoraris, might be pronouncing that wrong. Sorry, I know. She has a very unique sound that falls on the experimental bass realm, but it goes slow to fast pace, and it's absolutely worth checking out, especially if you like experimental. I personally haven't seen her live, but when I listen to her sounds, I really do like them. All right. That's all I got for day 1. The other ones that I see there, Stone Level, highly recommend. Sweet Tooth back-to-back, Dr. Uchi, they're going to be really sick. That's going to be a lot of rhythm. Then I've got Versa dubs. I know a lot of Versa fanatics, lot of heavy rhythm, so go check it out. Then we're going to have Vulgar. I just saw a video recently of Vulgar at EEC they were just throwing down some heavy rhythm and dubstep. A lot of mosh pit stuff of that nature, so go check them out. Recno, very similar sounds to like a Grizz. I don't know too many of his or her sounds. I apologize. I don't know which pronouns they go by, but and then we have Willow and YDJ. I don't know much about Willow at all, unfortunately, but I'm not going to speak bad on him. And then YDJ, I've definitely seen him once or twice, but if I was honest with you, I don't listen to his music, and I'm not sure if I would go to that set. All right, now let's get to day 2. All right, we got Airglow. He's a drum and bass artist that also has a sprinkle of like acid techno. It'll be a little different of a twist than the normal lineup, but it might be something nice to space the dubstep up with. Next up, we got Artix. He's a heavy-hitting bass dubstep artist similar to Cod Dubs and Jessica Audifred. There's a little touch of some rap lyrics that I know he writes himself, but it's mainly dubstep. I haven't personally seen him, but cool enough to check out. Then we've got Audigy. Although I haven't seen them, I know they're a fast-paced, high-energy dubstep producer with a lot of heavy bass. Then we got Bensley back-to-back, Justin Hawks. This should be another drum and bass set, but it's a back-to-back I haven't seen a bunch of, and I haven't seen it, but I recommend just checking it out, just for the breakup from dubstep. Black Tiger Sex Machine is up next. One of my favorites I've ever seen live. I love them. They have a great cinematic experience, great visuals that go along with their music. Highly recommend them. Next up is Borgore. Borgore is an OG dubstep. Highly recommend it. You can't go wrong with some OG dubstep. Next up, Buku. I've only seen him go back-to-back with Minnesota, but I know he brings a lot of cool experimental noises, so it's worth a shot seeing him by himself as well, if I liked him with the back-to-back. Then it's Calcium. I haven't seen Calcium in at least a year or two. I know he's one of the fastest and I think best up-and-coming dubstep artists, so go check him out. Then we've got CeeLo, Chase, and Status. They are a drum and bass artist. However, it looks like they're going to be doing a DJ set for this. So this could be interesting. I couldn't tell you if it would be good or bad, but the fact that they're doing something different is always pretty cool. So I'd recommend go and check it out. Then we've got Death Pact, and my goodness gracious, if you have not seen Death Pact, go check them out. There's a mystery behind who the DJ is. It could be Zed's dad, it could be Rez. We know it's 4 people, but they always put on some crazy sets with some awesome different sounds, especially for a mixture of the 4 people that do it. So check them out. Dirty, what's up? Dirty Sinatra. I'm not too familiar with him, so I do apologize. I don't have much of a recommendation. Then is the Discovery Project, which that is a project put on by Insomniac where people get to enter and then the winner gets to perform. So it's going to be a surprise to who that is. We're not sure. Then we have DMVU back-to-back, SFAM. Not familiar with either of them either, unfortunately. I know back-to-backs, though, are usually fun and are high energy, so that might be fun to go check out. Then we have Eliminate, who does, some OG dubstep sounds. He's always going to put on a good dubstep show. So if you like dubstep, craziness, stuff of that nature, go check him out. Excision Detox, need I say more? It's Excision. I actually think I like the Detox sets better than the regular sets. It's a little more wonky, a little more slower, a little more different. He ramps it up over time. Go check him out. Must Die is up next. Here's the next one I know at least. He usually did OG dubstep, but he's been doing a lot of hardstyle recently, so we're not really sure what he's going to do next, but give it a shot and check it out. If you don't like it, go to another set. OG Nixon, he's going to bring some of that OG rhythm, great sounds. Highly recommend him. I'm a big fan of OG Nixon. Then we've got Peekaboo. Peekaboo is doing a regular set and looks like a Peekaboo Presents Hide and Seek stage takeover. So not sure what those are going to be. I'm hit or miss on Peekaboo, whether it's a normal set or a different set. But I know people that really like his sound. He definitely does have a very, very unique sound to go check out. Then we've got Pendulum, and they're doing a DJ set. They're an old school group. I have no idea what they're going to have in store for this DJ set, but I would say to go check them out. They've been performing for a while, and they should have some more of those OG sounds behind them. So go check it out. It'll be a good set. Rated R, he's an Orlando native, I'm pretty sure. I know he's from Florida at least. He's got some heavy, heavy drops, really good bass. I'm definitely going to that set. Go support. Next up is Reaper. He is known for his high energy drum and bass music. So go check him out, especially if you want that high energy drum and bass. Riot 10, always bringing some of the heavy, heavy hits. I have some friends in my group that absolutely love him, so I'm sure we'll be at that set. If not, they'll be there for sure. Then we've got Rusko. He always brings some type of drum and bass with some type of wonky music. He's hit or miss for me, but I've had some sets where I have had an absolute blast listening to his music, so go check him out. Then we've got Say My Name. He's an artist I have not seen since like EDC 2018, honestly. I know he puts on a good show from like the videos I've seen and whatnot, but I haven't seen him personally in a while. So it might be someone I go check out just to see how it goes. So just give it a shot. Out of those that are left, I know Slippy, Space Wizard, and Stellar. They're all up and coming, and I do highly recommend going to see them. I'm going to try to check them out if I can. Unfortunately, I don't know Shanghai Doom and Skeleton. I'm just not super familiar with them, so I don't have much of a recommendation for those artists. Then that's going to leave us with Sullivan King, who of course combines heavy metal, screamo, and dubstep. And people seem to really love him a lot. He's definitely one of the bigger DJs right now. And then we've got Sudden Death, who returns to Forbidden Kingdom after doing his Inferno set last year. It's going to be that grimy, heavy rhythm that he does. Definitely one of the best sets and the best in his realm of rhythm. So go check him out. Wooly, I will be 100% at this set as he's one of my favorites. I absolutely love the melodic dubstep that he does. He's also got some unique sounds out right now with collabs from Subtronics, Seven Lions, and Excision. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Then we got Zed's Dad, who's always on top of their game. I have not seen them in a while, maybe 2 or 3 years, but I'll definitely be checking them out, especially with some of the new stuff they've been putting out. They are doing a drum and bass set as well that's back to back with Chase and Status, so that'll be pretty cool to check out. But either way, I'm going to go see their regular set and probably check out that drum and bass set just to see what they throw out there. And then there's Turnian, Sound, and Truth, who unfortunately, again, I'm not super familiar with. I think I've heard of Turning Sounds, but I can't remember if I've been to one of his sets or not. I know he's on a dubstep, so go check him out. Might be a good set, might not be, but either way, will be a fun time all around. Well, that's it for the lineup review and recommendations, guys. What artists are you most excited to see? Tell us in the comments and make sure to subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. Thanks, and Babs out.